Hello, everyone. It feels good to be streaming, and it's dark. I hate light. Who needs it? It should just always be dark. I hope you are doing well, everyone. Steve, I'm sorry that you can't sleep. I'm glad you're here. So I've been thinking a lot about this, and I really miss playing video games. This past year and a half, I have basically done nothing but Gamedev and Baldur's Gate. That's not totally true. I played stuff last year, but I did really limit myself to what I was playing, with the exception of a couple of times when I took off and played Starfield for 5 days straight. But I have been very diligent about not playing too many games, which I think has been healthy in some ways because I've been really focused. But I think it's also a little unhealthy in other ways. All right, Starfield. Because as a game developer, I really think you need to play video games, and I think that there's not enough game developers that actually play video games. I've been talking to a lot of video game developers over the past couple of months, and it's kind of shocking to me how many people. I don't want to say that they don't play video games, because I think they do, but it's interesting to me, and I'm not trying to call out anyone or anything like that, but it is interesting to me how few developers know things that I would think that you would just know, like what Summer Game Fest is, and I don't know, just general video games. Especially current games. I feel like a lot of game devs have no idea what current games are out right now.
Hello there.
And that's very interesting to me. Hello there, Septimus. Welcome in. It's good to see you, Zep. Don't you guys have phones? But at the same time, I think it is easy to get into, to where you're making video games all day, and then you don't actually get to actually sit down and enjoy video games. So I think it's important that I always make time for video games. And of course, I'm playing through this game, Baldur's Gate. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Highly recommend it. I'm playing through that, and that's great, but I'm literally going to be playing that for the next 4 years. And I need a little diversity in my life, Because as great as Baldur's Gate is, and it is great, there's a whole ocean of video games out there. And we have to immerse ourselves in the world of video games. Also, I kind of just miss streaming. I don't know, the Baldur's Gate streams, I feel like I have kind of fallen into this. There's nothing wrong with this, but I feel like I've kind of fallen into this routine of where I play Baldur's Gate, and I don't really even think about streaming that much. It's just my excuse to play Baldur's Gate is oh, I guess I have to go and stream and play Baldur's Gate today. And since that's been going on, I feel like I've really kind of fallen off just focusing on streaming and Twitch. And I really love Twitch, and I miss doing just rating people and being a little bit more active in the Twitch community. So I want to get better at that. I'm not going to go full on board and try and go crazy on that, but I want to do better on that. You never actually finished Baldur's Gate 3. You burned out before I could complete a playthrough because I restarted so many times. I know, I think Suvi has done that as well. How are you doing, Septimus? Good to see you tonight. I think a lot of what we're going to be focusing on with these night streams are going to either be shorter games, much shorter games.
Easy peasy.
Speaking of Suvi, hi Suvi. Welcome in. We're going to be focusing on a lot of short games. We're going to be focusing on a lot of demos. We're also probably just going to play a bunch of games that we just don't finish. And I think I am coming to the conclusion, the older I get and the more video games that I get, I'm coming to the conclusion that it's okay if I don't finish a video game. Maybe this sounds weird. I don't know. I think you guys will understand this, but I think if I tried to explain this to a normal person, that sounded awful. If I tried to explain this to a non-video game person, I don't think they would understand this. But there are so many video games out there that I kind of have come to the conclusion that I don't think I will ever be able to finish all the games that I want to play in my lifetime. It just seems impossible. Because I get older every day, and there's more and more games that come out every year. And my backlog just continues to grow. And I think for a while you think like, oh, I'll get to it. And I've been thinking that for many, many years. And I kind of have had like these little existential crises where I start to realize like, I'm not going to get to it. I'm never going to be able to play all of these games that I want to play. Even if I had nothing to do all day long but play video games, I would not be able to get through all of the games that I want to play. And that made me really depressed, if I'm being honest. That made me really sad. But I think the way to think about it is just to accept that you're not going to be able to play or finish every single video game that's out there that you want to play. And I think that you can experience a lot of video games. I don't know why I keep calling them video games instead of just games. I don't know. But I think that you can play a lot of games, and there's a lot of games that you don't necessarily have to finish, and you can get like a lot of the experience of that game. Septimus, you're doing good. Been a pretty good day. Now just trying to wind down for some sleep before too long. That sounds like a good night. A good plan. Suvi, you are finished, which is ironic because I haven't even finished Baldur's Gate 3. And now you've moved on to Mass Effect, and I saw you're playing Stardew Valley, Suvi. So what's going on? Are you going to get back to Baldur's Gate 3? Oh. You don't feel as bad then? It's impossible. Don't worry, sooner or later all the AAA companies will try making games with nothing but AI, and we'll have plenty of time to boycott them and catch up on old ones. Kailua Kid! Hello, Kailua Kid! Coming at us from YouTube. Welcome. What are we playing today? That's a good question. Problem is, you think you have time. Yeah, you don't have time. Time is an enemy. You will be returning to Faerun one day. That's what they all say, Suvi. One day. One day turns into 2 days, and then turns into weeks, and then months. And before you know it, you are old. That comes from a movie. I'm not calling you old. How are you doing, Kailua Kid? That's the other thing about streaming at night. I feel like there's a lot of people that aren't in the correct time zone for coming by during the day. And so I feel like I miss people that I used to see when I would stream at night. So it's nice to have two different stream times. I left Baldur's Gate 3 to play old games again, like Neo 2 and Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Phantom Liberty is the game that I want to get to. I get that totally. Last few years, I've started thinking about similarly I'm just trying to enjoy the main story and not worry about fully completing every little bit of side quest of these huge games. Yeah. I'll finish Baldur's Gate once it's more out of your system. But here's the question, Draco. Are you going to start a new game, or are you going to go back to your original save? I have played Pacific Drive, Kailua Kid, and I really like Pacific Drive. That's a game that I would love to make time for. I love Baldur's Gate 3 too much to abandon it. And for your information, I played an entire fight yesterday. Nice. Of course, I'll have to start a new game again. Just don't get into the same problem, Draco, because I've done this with games where you're like, I need some time away, I'll come back. You come back, you start a new game, then you get burned out again, and you just never finish it. Might download a mod and play as a goblin. Ooh, we have a plan. Interesting. Have you been playing it, Kailua Kid? Do you like it? I've only played maybe 3 or 4 hours, but man, I really like it. It's such a cool game. Very unique game. I think we're probably going to play some indie games tonight. I have Escape the Back Rooms. I have been so intrigued in the whole back rooms thing for a few months now. Do you guys know what the back rooms is? Back rooms are? I didn't really know what it was for a long time. I still don't fully know if I understand it. 60 hours into it. Oh, wow. So have you finished the actual, like, the main campaign for it? Yeah, backroom stuff is really intriguing to me. There's like 5,000 video games on Steam that are called something Backrooms. Okay, it's exaggerating a little bit. There's a lot though. There's literally like, if you go to Steam and search for Backrooms, ridiculous. Like, look at all this stuff. Backrooms, escape the backrooms, inside the backrooms, backrooms rec, backroom society, gibbity backrooms apprehension, furry backrooms, level unknown backrooms, the backrooms, backroom cycle, backroom doors, backroom escape together, the budget backrooms, backroom rebirth, backroom break, backroom exploration, backroom sterility. As you can see, there's a lot of backroom games. This is ridiculous. And if you guys watch me play Exit 8, Exit 8 it's not a backrooms game, but it very much feels like kind of a backrooms / liminal spaces game. Furry backrooms, I bet that's an adult game, probably so. Not trying to nag or change the subject, by the way, but have you done much more work on House of Lies or Nightmare Escape? Just wondering, since you haven't mentioned them as much as the demo. Have I ever, Draco? I have a full team now helping me work on House of Lies. That's one of the other things that's been stressing me out so much lately. Now there's games where there are rooms made from backs. Never heard of those? Oh, interesting. Yeah, so that's one of the things that really was stressing me out a lot as well. I got to a point in House of Lies where I legitimately... this is the first time in game development, in my history of game development, in my long career of game development of like 17 months, or not even that long, where I really started feeling like, I don't know if I can do this. I started getting into AI stuff, and I mean like zombie AI, that like the zombies that you make and they wander around and you shoot and kill them and that stuff. I started trying to learn AI, and it is so overwhelming to me. It was so overwhelming. I legitimately kind of had, I don't know what you call it, not really like a panic attack, but maybe kind of like a panic attack. It's not a full-on panic attack, of just thinking like, what if I can't do this? I don't know if I can actually make this. And then I kind of started freaking out, like, have I just wasted an entire year of making a game that I don't know if I can actually finish? Just high anxiety in general. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like I always have high anxiety in general, which is not great. But this especially was really, really causing a lot of anxiety and stress. And so my options were to... It's the problem is too, like I'm on this constant timeline too, which is extremely stressful as well, because it's like I have enough money to survive through, a certain date in the future that somehow keeps getting extended. I keep like finding little ways to make a little bit of money here and there, which honestly, that makes it even more stressful, because I'm like always 6 months away from just being completely homeless, basically. And I've already told myself, like, I can't keep living like this. Like, I have to eventually put this game out and see if it does something and go from there. So I think kind of where I'm at now is like, by the end of the year, if things are not working, and I will have the game out by the end of the year. I have to have the game out by the end of the year. But if things are not working out by the end of the year, then I have to legitimately make some really big changes, which is super scary. But like, I just have to, because my other option is like become homeless. So I have to get a job of some kind. And yeah, so that's super stressful. And I hope that if it comes to that, then I hope that I will be able to find some kind of a job in game development. And I hope that like all of the stuff that I've done up until now and until then, and the skills that I've learned, and the connections that I've made, and the games that I've released and made will be enough to prove to an employer that I can do this and that they will hire me. But that's also terrifying now as well, because like the games industry is in the worst that it's possibly ever been in terms of like layoffs, and just the industry in general is just so screwed up and messed up. And there's been so much consolidation over the past few years, all of the mergers and acquisitions that have happened. And then on top of that, like all of the money is run out and dried up, and all of the venture capitalist money is dried up, and games aren't getting funded anymore. Now, what I'm trying to tell myself, and what I think a lot of other people have trouble understanding, is I really do believe all of that is just temporary. These things are just cycles, and we're in a really tough cycle right now in game development where everyone is being laid off and there's no jobs available. And all of the jobs that are available are for people that have like 10 years of experience and have shipped 3 AAA games and all of this stuff. But I also think it's really a pivotal time in game development that you can go out on your own, and you can do so much stuff on your own now. And I know not everyone is nearly fortunate enough to be in a position like I am, that I have, a good chunk of time to where I can literally do nothing but just work on a game. and try and just build up a portfolio of things. You know, a lot of people, especially my age, like have families, kids, and like obviously that stuff comes first, and you have to take care of your family and you have to pay for things. I am able to get by on much less, and I'm able to live, you know, like a college kid basically, and just not spend any money, and not ever go and take a family out to dinner, or I don't have to buy diapers or you know, any of that adult stuff. Thank goodness. So yeah, I'm in a unique position compared to a lot of people, and so I'm just trying to make the most of that, but it gets really, really stressful sometimes. Adulting. Yeah. How about us hacking banks for extra cash?
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Good gracious. Thank you so much to the anonymous gifter for gifting 5 subs. Wow, thank you so much. We got Suvi, we got Ground Control, we got Kailua Kid, we got Brecco, Stumpy Steve. Thank you guys. That is really, really nice of you. That helps a lot too. It was Halbot, yep. That cheeky little devil.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Man, thank you guys. That is really, really nice. It's weird. I think I got myself so stressed out, like I've said, over the past couple of months, that like even when I was streaming, I've been loving Baldur's Gate the whole time, but there's just still been like so much stress that I feel like I haven't really gotten to enjoy it, and I haven't really enjoyed streaming, and I haven't really, I don't know, just enjoyed a lot of things, I guess. And that's why I've been thinking about this for the past few days, that like, man, I really miss just chilling and just playing some games, especially at night, because that's always just like, I'm a very late night person in general, and there's just something fun about having all the lights turned off and hanging out with friends and playing video games, and I miss doing that. Speaking of which, let's play something, shall we? Let's play Escape the Backrooms. I also kind of want to play... This is going to seem weird, but I want to play Resident Evil 2, the demo, specifically. And I might also play the Resident Evil Village demo, because I'm trying to create a new demo for House of Lies, and I'm trying to kind of play it from a game dev point of view and really understand like what makes a great demo great. And so I might play those in kind of a research capacity, but why not stream them, you know? Been there a few times in your life. Most recent example during COVID. At some point this is gonna end and I have to find a job again. Makes it hard to focus. Yeah. Did you hear about the cassette Larian is selling at PAX? It's a synthwave version of Down by the River. They'll have it on the online store soon too. I did not hear about that, Suvi. I don't have a cassette player though. I don't know where in the world. Actually, I may have a cassette player. I may still have an old cassette player somewhere. That's funny though, and interesting. Generally, what I look for in a demo is being able to experience the gameplay and get a proper feel for what the full game will offer me. Yeah, that's kind of the consensus that I came to as well. The main thing that I've been trying to think is how to end a demo, because I think that's kind of a hard question, because like you want You want it to be a good kind of climactic ending, but you also really want to leave the player wanting more, I think, right? Like when you play a demo, I mean, I guess maybe this is more from like a game dev point of view, but like I want the player to be like, I cannot wait to buy this game now. Like that should be the goal, I think. But not the only goal. Like you want them to have fun as well. You don't want it to just be like a straight up catch. On a cliffhanger, yeah. You'll get one just for that. Are they selling it in any other kind of format or just on cassette? Are cassettes gonna be like the new vinyl or something? Is that gonna be like what the hipsters are gonna start buying? I don't know if I want to go back to cassettes. I definitely don't want to go back to CDs. Ugh, I hated CDs. So slow starting points that focus too much on story and not enough gameplay aren't as useful in my opinion. Yeah. I would try to end the demo on some sort of cliffhanger, yeah, if possible. Who still has a cassette player? I assume the vinyls they might sell have it. My PC doesn't have a CD drive. Yeah, I don't either. I haven't had a CD/DVD drive in probably 10 years, maybe even more. Yeah, it's been a really long time. They have 2 sets of vinyls for sale. Okay. Play. What's this called? Escape the back. So for anybody that doesn't know what Backrooms is, Backrooms is, I think it's a copy pasta. Is that a thing? Let's read Wikipedia, shall we? Backrooms are a fictional location first mentioned on the 2019 4chan thread. They are commonly depicted as an impossibly large, extra-dimensional space, an expanse of empty rooms accessed by no-clipping out of known reality in certain areas. Many stories have monsters and supernatural entities inhabiting the backrooms. Yeah, here we go. Here's the original creepypasta for the Backrooms. It's very, very short. So this is the first description of the Backrooms. If you're not careful, and you no clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the Backrooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights and maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because because it sure as heck has heard you. And that's it. It's so interesting how something like that starts this fandom, isn't it? I should also play Pools tonight because you guys haven't seen Pools. Pools is really cool. Maybe we'll play that actually first because that's really short. And I think this is actually a really good example of Backrooms, but it's like more niche. There's an update. The other one has a full expensive set. Speaking of Larian and Baldur's Gate 3, by the way, I think it's a silly move to release no proper DLC for it. I get their mentality behind it, but they had quite a few loose ends that are never going to get tied up now unless it is in books, which most people will never read. How do you know though, Draco? I thought you never finished it. So I have played this demo, but it's very short, and I want to just play through it with you guys again because I think there's like a couple of different ways that you can play through, and I would describe these games as more of an experience than a game. Some people might call this a walking sim, but it's interesting. It's kind of hard for me to describe like these types of games and these liminal space games. Zeptimus will read the books. Give me all the PG-3 content. I know the story of Lae'zel and her queen never gets dealt with in the game by the end, but it's basically looming on the horizon for one example. There are other ones too, but I can't remember them. Yeah, it's interesting that they are not going to do anything else. I think that was a pretty big surprise to everyone. I respect it. And I understand it. Like, they kind of want to just move on. And I swear this is just like the best looking water in a video game. I really want to make an environment like this. I think this would be a good, like really short thing to make just for fun. I agree, Draco, but I also think that's why I kind of respect them so much for it,
Well,
because
it's about tree fitting.
oh my goodness, Suvi. Suvi, thank you so much for that. That's really nice of you, Suvi. Thank you so much. I have a huge amount of respect for them that they're saying that, like, hey, you know, we know we could make this an easy cash grab, right? We could put out DLC, we could put out probably 10 years worth of content for the next 10 years and just have people buying everything, anything and everything that we put out. That would be like an easy way to go. But they're not doing that. And I respect that. Gaming company with morals, yeah. So something that's interesting, there's all these numbers. And I don't know what the numbers mean. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Oh, there's a 1. You think if we stare at it, will that do something? I feel like the game is really quiet. That's probably why. I mean, not that there's a lot of noise in this game as there is, but yeah, now you guys should be able to at least hear it. You gotta appreciate that water, though. That is some beautiful water. It is a nice one, isn't it? And thank you so much, Scooby, for that. Thank you guys just for being here. Hanging out. I think the difference for me is that in most cases, the people see DLC as a 50-50 thing. Some like it, some don't. But in their case specifically, I would guess that 90% of their player base would happily buy it. Yeah. So the moral standpoint is kind of lost on me since they wouldn't really be stepping on anyone's toes. Like I said, I get it, but I don't respect them any more or less because of it. I can go either way. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, nothing happened when we stared at the one. But what if we go in order? So what if we go through 2? Ooh. You guys hear that? So there's 2. You respect them just making a full game, no extra moral points. Yeah, I mean, it's also kind of refreshing. Like, I don't know. I see both. I see it from both sides. I understand what Draco was saying. Like, you know, maybe there's some stuff that doesn't fully get wrapped up. It's also just kind of refreshing to me that, like, hey, here's a game that is just finished. And again, like, I know that maybe there's stuff that doesn't technically get wrapped up, but here's a game that is finished. There's no DLC. There's nothing else that you have to buy. You can just buy this one game, play it, be finished with it. I was initially disappointed to hear it, but I understand and respect their decision. Yeah. And honestly, like, if you want more Baldur's Gate 3, just go play Divinity Original Sin 2. Or what? Like, those games are, in some ways, don't tell anyone I said this, but I think in some ways I like Divinity Original Sin better. We're going to keep that between us. Oh, wait, that's 1 again. Interesting. You're always finished with it. There's another one. You played Divinity Original Sin 2 and I got to the ends, but I got my butt handed to me by the final boss fight and never finished it. Al, I hate to say this. Yes. Did I go through the 1 again? That's my plan. Once I finish BG3, I want to go back and play some of their other games. Have you... Is this the first Larian game that you've played, Septimus? That I said is on the internet? No, I just said it to you guys, just my friends. Oh. Well, that's kind of unsettling. Let me just sit down here and appreciate this piece of work. Draco, you 100% should go and play Divinity 2. It is still one of my favorite games that I've ever played. I don't know if it's going to hold up very well. I feel like I like it a lot for nostalgia's sake. But I do still think that game does some really cool things. You played a tiny bit of Divinity Original Sin, I think. Maybe a few hours, but otherwise only BG3. Wow. Yeah, Zeptimus, I think you would really love some of their other stuff as well. Divinity 2, the non-Original Sin game, is very much more kind of like a Skyrim game. Like it's real-time combat. It's like first person, or no, wait, I think it's third person. Or maybe you can switch between. There's another one. Okay, I'm just gonna keep following the ones. Oh wait, no, this is where we've already been, isn't it? And I don't want to, there's a really big kind of twisty spoiler thing in the game that I don't want to say, but it's a really cool gameplay mechanic thing. Okay, we are going back now. Might have been Divinity 2. Oh, you watched one person stream a bit of one of the old ones, and it kind of reminded me of KOTOR with the character models and animations, so that piqued my interest. Yeah. Actually, it may have been me, because I think that I streamed Divinity 2 a little bit. Because I was like, look at this game, everyone. This was back when Divinity Original Sin 2, I think, was coming out. And everyone kept calling that Divinity 2, and I was like, no, that's not Divinity 2. This is Divinity 2, and it's awesome. Even though Divinity Original Sin 2 is awesome as well. Their naming conventions, maybe not the greatest. I bought up most, if not all, of the Divinity games now on sales over the last couple of years, but haven't had time to play any of them. Nice. I'm actually really excited for you to play some of the other things and see what you think. They did kind of shoot themselves in the foot with the naming. Yeah, I know they did. Okay, I feel... Man, the sound design in this game is so good. Like, every now and then I feel like I just hear something. Whoa. Okay, that was kind of creepy.
Well, it's about tree fitting.
Good gracious, Steve! Hang on, I can't read that. And I want to read that. Thank you so much. No, I can bring it up. I just have to bring up the Streamlabs. Okay, Steve with $50. Use it for either Howbot Studios or a game that you really want. You deserve it, man. And don't worry, I was either going to put it in our studio piggy bank, but I think you should get your next anticipated game. Mine is Stalker 2, so it won't be long until I get it. And then Suvi said, with the $30 donation, hey, bud, you're pretty great. Get yourself something nice. You guys, way too kind. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Steve, you know how you can get Stalker 2 for even cheaper? With Game Pass. Come on, Microsoft. Where is my sponsorship? Oh, my goodness, you guys. Thank you so much. Whoa. I don't remember this part. I don't know if I went through here the first time I played that. Or played this. I will tell you guys, one of the problems with becoming a game developer is it does get hard to play video games, and whoa, what is that? Oh, is that, are we dripping? Oh, we're dripping. It does get hard to play games and not just immediately want to stop playing that and then try and go and make it. Like, all I can think about is like, I want to make this an Unreal. I swear the sound is so freaking good in this. I think that's like the lights making that little ticking, humming sound. We remember Exit 8, I know. I wonder if there will be an invisible monster in the water like Amnesia. I don't think there is a monster in this game, which I kind of appreciate. Ooh, man, the sound is just so good. Like, there's the hum that's coming from there, and then I heard like a little bit of an air coming through the vent there. Yeah, I think the idea with this game, there are kind of some creepy things that happen. Like you guys saw the ladder that go in here. You saw the ladder like be pulled up, and there's, I know, one area where you see like arms, but I don't think there's a full-on duck. There's not a full-on monster, just giant ducks. That Amnesia Invisible Water Monster was genius. It was, wasn't it? That was so well done. That was the... when I played that game for the first time, that was the first video game that I ever played, and it was at that point where I had to take a break. I was like, this is too much. I had to take a break. I had to turn on the lights and just breathe for a little bit. Shall we jump? Sorry, all I heard was ducks. Yeah, there's a duck back there. Oh, rewind. Oh, boom. Whee! Let's go look at the duck again. Wait, where did the duck go? Oh, there it is. Just hearing the character breathe is unsettling. Goose. Duck. 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 Goose. Wait, don't you guys call that something else? I think even like in different parts of the US they call it something else. Like in Minnesota, I think they call it something else completely different. Same game. You don't know if we have it. Maybe I'm thinking about Germany or some other European country. Ooh. I love, man, that's such a great visual coming up from just like such a stale looking environment, and then you see the red there. Duck, duck, goose. That's what we have in Canada. Yeah, I know it's in. There's some places where it's called something different. All right, are you guys ready to go on the slide? Here we go. Whee! Oh, we went underwater a little bit. That's it. Duck, duck, gray duck in Minnesota. That's so bizarre. Also called duck, duck, gray duck, or daisy in the dell, or quail quarry. Oh, what? That's weird. We made a splash. I think a lot of people will just find this game really boring. And I think it could become boring, but even me playing through it a second time, there's just something about it that is very unsettling. Okay, that's well done. And very intriguing. You don't enjoy these kind of games, not enough going on, but I'm fine to watch other people play them. Yeah. I don't know if I would even enjoy it for like a super long extended period, but there is something that is interesting to me about these types of games. I remember this part. This is pretty creepy. That's really well done. I love that you can totally miss that as well. Hi, ODM. Night streams, yay. Welcome in, ODM. Good to see you. When I played it, it was the darkness of the water that got you. Yeah. I think you do have to definitely be able to kind of put yourself in a frame of mind, really immerse yourself in a game like this, which is kind of hard to do sometimes. But really immerse yourself in a game like this and really try and kind of imagine yourself being in this environment and really being the player. Be the player. And like in that way, like it's super, super freaky and scary. You think it would be better in VR? Yeah. These would be really good VR experiences. I think that might freak me out quite a bit to play one of these games in VR. Oh, that's pretty cool. Especially this. This would be terrifying in VR. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. I really like that. I hope they do well. I think that they took the idea of the back rooms and they really kind of found like a specific niche within a specific niche, which I think was really smart. And they really just focus on just like the pool idea, right? So yeah, good luck to them. It's coming out very soon. I think it's coming out April 26th. Okay, let's not do Escape the Backrooms tonight, just because that's just another straight up Backrooms game. Let's play this game called Resident Evil 2. Don't know if you guys have heard of it. We're gonna play the demo for it. If you're just coming in and you're wondering like why in the world are you playing a demo for a game that you've played like 50 times, Hal? So I'm trying to do a little bit of research for my own demo, for my own game. I'm trying to figure out what makes a demo good. I wish most indie companies well, so I hope it does good too. The more creators we have out there, the better. I agree. The more indie developers we have out there, the less giant corporations there are. Actually, that's not true. There's still giant corporations, but at least they're, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just don't sell out. That's one thing that I vow with Howbot Studios. I will never sell my company to a big giant corporation. And I don't understand why that's like become celebrated as like an accomplishment. Every time I see that, that's just sad to me. It's like, why are you selling your company to just a giant corporation just so you can get a big paycheck? I mean, I guess that's why. They just want a big paycheck. Hi, Danny. Welcome. More dev companies means more variety and less AAA games that follow the same routine schematics. Yeah. I went into a rabbit hole, and apparently Duck Duck Goose is originally from Sweden, and original name was Duck Duck Grey Duck. Oh, interesting. Originally it was Swedish, huh? Okay. Oh, that's fine, honestly. The final game may differ from this demo. That's good to know. Wait, have you never played Duck Duck Goose? It's where children sit in a circle, and you have one person on the outside, and they go around and they tap your head. They tap everyone's head, and every time they tap your head, they say duck, 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 and you go around as long as you want, and then you tap someone and you say goose, and then when you do that, the person that is the goose has to get up and chase the other person, and if they catch them, then they're out. And if the other person goes and sits down in their seat, then they get to stay. You thought Ugly Duckling was linked. Oh, gotcha. You saw it on Simpsons, and that's it. Ooh, so this is okay. This is good. So I don't remember actually, I don't think I ever played this demo. So it's interesting that they do put this up. So they put up like a little snippet about what is going on, because this is obviously starting in media res. Okay. I'm actually going to take notes here. Your son plays that at school. Did you guys ever do the parachute thing? It wasn't really a game, but in gym we had this giant parachute. I honestly, now thinking back to it, I have no idea what the point of it was. But you have a giant round parachute, and everyone sits in a circle and grabs part of the end. I guess maybe it's like a teamwork thing or something. And the teacher counts like, okay, 1, and you go up on 1, then 2, and then 3, and then on 3, everyone goes up really high, and you pull it around your back, and then you sit on it, and the parachute like fills up, and it goes down really slowly. Did anyone else ever do that? You had the parachute, Septimus? I remember the giant parachute thing. Why was that a thing? I guess it was like a team building thing, right? Like getting everyone to cooperate at the same time or something. Or you have a giant fabric and you run under it. Yeah. Well, we didn't run under it, I don't think. Actually, maybe now that I'm thinking about it, we started standing. I guess that's what it was, right? You start standing. You go 1, 2, 3, and then on 3, you put it behind your back and everyone sits down. Maybe it also teaches kids about air. Yeah, maybe so. We had a rainbow yeah, ours was rainbow as well, Steve. That we lifted it up and ran under it. Did that at church as well. That's so funny. Taking notes here. Putting beach balls on top of it to see how long it took to shake them off. I don't know if I remember that. Explore your surroundings. Doubts. Yours was rainbow colored too. Must have been a thing. I remember. I wonder if they still do it. I wonder too. It's so interesting that y'all did that in other countries as well.
Is anybody here?
No one's here, Leon. Except maybe Marvin. Have you guys seen... Ooh. Okay, sorry, I'm just taking mental notes. Have you guys seen the mod for Resident Evil 2, like the remake, that gives fixed cameras back to the game? Am I going to play it? Yes, I am. You better believe it. So excited to play that. It's a worldwide conspiracy, the parachute scheme. It's based on cooperation and activating kids. Activating kids. That sounds kind of weird. Time to activate your child.
There has to be someone here.
Oh yeah, I would be so interested in that substance.
David, Marvin, you there? I found a way out.
Oh, making... Okay, that makes more sense. Making kids more active, yeah. All kids in Finland are sleeper agents who just need to be activated. Activate child 541. This is actually a really good demo to play because I think this is going to be very similar to the way I want my demo to play. Oh, it always grosses me out here. He just like slides right through all the blood. I don't remember where this ends, though. That's what I'm really curious about. But again, I don't think I actually played this demo.
You got this.
Got this, Leon. Is this open? Hey, can we turn on the lights? was confidential. Imagine if the parachute had Umbrella Corporation. Oh, that would be cool. Oh. You're going to get a visit from Agent 47 now. Wesker just comes in wearing his sunglasses and everything. His boulder punching kids. Oh man, this game is so good.
Jesus.
I should play this game sometime.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
You guys hear someone? Is he out here? I have a bad feeling about what's going to happen to this poor guy. I don't know why, I just have a bad feeling.
I'll get you out.
Please!
Give me your hand.
He'll probably be fine.
I got you.
Maybe it's different in the demo. Then again, maybe not. Yeah, that's... He's not gonna walk that off. Do not obstruct. Do you go through the whole thing? Do you get all of the pieces in the demo? Seems like that would be a lot for the demo. Ready, go! I've speedrun this game before. We're gonna shoot this guy in the knee.
Jesus. They're everywhere.
Knee strats. Wait. Oh, I guess we're not gonna do that in the demo, are we? Marvin, help! Marvin!
Damn it. Watch out.
Thanks, Marvin. You the best.
You're safe. For now.
Thanks.
Marvin Branner.
Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't.
Here's my question: what did a zombie do to make his stomach literally explode at the right angle?
I'm sure you did what you could.
Wait, no, he wasn't a zombie. He just got like eaten in half or something.
Does anyone know what started this?
Not a clue. But honestly, all you need to know is that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner.
You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters.
Okay, Lieutenant? I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station.
There's a hide and seek game
That
where you
officer
gotta
was earlier.
ask another kid in the role
He
of a
thought this
medieval
secret
monk.
passageway might
Lean
be the
back,
trick.
freshly clean. Who blocked it? Oh my goodness.
This is good news. We can get you to a hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now, you'll need this.
I can't take him.
Stop
Chinese whispers.
and don't make my mistake.
Oh, wait. Is that telephone?
If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not
I
hesitate.
think we call that telephone.
You take it out, or you run. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Such a close-up camera angle there. Resident Evil really likes to do that. The first guy on the floor, his stomach exploded, but if a zombie just clawed at him, I don't think it would have been so big. Yeah, I know what you mean. Maybe it was just like, I don't know, maybe it was Mr. X or something, and he just like ripped him apart. Oh my goodness, I got completely turned around there. Chinese whispers? That's racist.
This is not how I imagined my
I'm
first
just
day.
kidding. I don't even know why would it be called Chinese whispers. I always forget how young Leon looks in this remake. I know, he's such a baby. Baby Leon. That's good. I like that they give you a reason to check him because of the radio, not just, oh, there's like an indicator there. We're skipping cutscenes, though. Ain't nobody got time for that. Great chest, Leon. It also used to be Gossiping Hag in Finnish, apparently. The Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys haircut doesn't help. I mean, you know, it's 1998. There's something, yeah, right there. Wait, what is that, actually? E-card. Oh. Is that there in the original game? Give me that map. Interesting. Okay. We're working on the map right now, so I'm trying to compare how this works here. I think Dante had that hair too for a while. But he had an older face. A lot of things with the word Chinese in it when growing up. DMC Dante, yeah. Okay. So I got the weapons key card, so I can just go in here. Definitely don't think that that happens in the main game like that. I'm almost positive that you don't get that here. That's very interesting. Because I was wondering about that in my own demo. I was like, should I change things in different orders?
What the hell?
Brits like to give credit to the Chinese because they feel bad for stealing the tea. Did y'all have Who's Afraid of the Black Man? Not a racist. Shut up. I don't know. I don't remember having something that was called that. What is it? Maybe we had something that is similar? Okay, are you dead? Okay, I think he's dead now. This guy ain't dead, though. Cool. I need to get to the safe room and drop some stuff off first. It's not the right way. I'm sorry, why don't I hear any save room music? Where's my save room music? What the heck? Oh, wait, now... Oh, it's so subtle. It's so quiet. Or maybe it's just because I'm used to the original. Oh, yeah, we did have Indian burns. Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Wait, did y'all really call it a Chinese burn? Who's Afraid of the Black Man is basically a form of tag. One kid is the center of the area. Others try to get from one side of the room to the other. And when the black man touches you, you turn into one and you go to the center too. Oh, yeah, we did have that. We definitely did not call it that. I don't think that would probably go over well in America. Yeah, I don't remember what we did call that, but we did definitely have that. Last one tags wins. Yeah. That is funny. Alright, we're not saving. I'm an expert. Resident Eviler. I don't need saves. I honestly just want to know how this demo ends. So wait, how far up here can we go? Oh, she gonna come to life. That'll work. Hi. Ooh.
Son of a bitch.
Hang on, I have to reload. Alright, you stay down there. Is this still a jump scare? Yeah, it is. That got me so good the first time. Oh, is this CAP? No, this is not CAP. Shoot, what is this? It's been too long since I played this. Can't remember. No cap. Don't you grab me. Oh, wait, this is our... Oh. Very interesting. remember what any of those are. Wow, they really let you explore a lot in the demo. Like, a lot. That is very interesting. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of speed run here. I thought this would have been like much shorter, but this is a significant
Marvin, I need you back here
amount.
ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
I do not remember these. Wait, this is the unicorn? Unicorn. Wait, what? Oh, this is different. So the unicorn... What? This is very different from the original game, isn't it? Deer, hair, and a bird. Yeah. But I'm just so confused because I think the game is done very differently. What order did they go in? Not that. Hey, Fraternal. Is there a worm in this game? I don't think there is, you know? Bird, hair, liar? I don't know how to say that. Music thing. Oh, yeah, that was it. Excuse me. Oh, shoot. I went the wrong way. Dang it. I thought the door opened the other way. Okay, that thing is not there. Eternal, how are you, man? It's good to see you. We can grab this. This is the lion. The lion. So... what do you call that? It's not a sheep. Whatever it is. Sheep. Brown. What is that pointing to, though? Eyes? It's a hare. Brown. Oh, lion. Oh, interesting. Oh, Marvin's not doing well. Hang in there, Marvin. Wait, what? That's how it ends? Well, that's an awful demo. I thought it was going to end with finding all 3 of the medallions. I skipped the cutscene, so they booted you out. No, I don't think they did that. That is very interesting to me. How dare you skip our cutscene? I really thought that they were going to let you find all 3 of the medallions and then like open that the secret passageway, and that would be the end of the demo. How very dare. Huh. I think I can make a better demo than that.
I want to find out what's happening here.
She's the one at Umbrella.
Oh, this is
responsible for
nice to have
unleashing
like
the
an
virus.
actual
Seems to be evolving much
trailer
faster
for
than
your
expected.
game.
You gotta be
Demo.
kidding me.
God only knows what's down here.
What the hell?
It'll be all over soon.
I'll get you, you fucker!
Claire, language.
Sherry, I'm coming!
I'm not handing over anything!
Who's that? You don't know what you're up
The whole
against.
place is coming down.
Had a pretty damn good idea.
Us.
This is Hunk from Alpha Team.
Hey.
Man, I thought you were all wiped out.
Dang, this game is so good. Tofu. Go to the product page to purchase this game. Thanks, game. I already own the game, okay? Huh. That's very interesting. Is there a thing on Steam that you can just view demos? I feel like I should know this. Man, is anyone playing Helldivers? I really want to play Helldivers. But I think you have to play it with other people, don't you? Free demos. Can I view... How does this work? Horror. It's co-op. So, yes, I think that's online. I don't even know if you have to play it. I think you do have to play it in co-op, though. Pathogen. What do we have? New and trending, recently released, daily active demo players. Panicore. Oh, look, a Backrooms game. Another Backrooms game. Pools. Parasites demo. Gore, violence, nudity. Yeah, I don't know if you can play it with bots. It's not like multiplayer, like you're playing it, like you're fighting other players. But I think you have to play with other people on your team. But yeah, I could be wrong. I mean, I guess I could literally just look it up. Helldivers 2, can you play with bots? Yes, and they will thank you for the bullets. They just stole. Oh, bullets, like bullets. Okay. No split screen in Helldivers 2, and yes, bots AI Helldivers will be available to loners who can't even play with random people. I don't want to play with random people. That's the whole problem. However, the bots will turn the game from co-op to PvE Battle Royale. And they're also downvoted, so I don't know if that's actually true. Oh, this says no AI bots. It's kind of funny to read this before Helldivers came out because nobody knew this game was going to be as big as it was. And this person says here, ooh, so higher chance of this game dying out this year. Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. That age didn't age well, did it? Huge update, new bots. Why is this such a hard question to answer? You feel like adding bots would defeat the main purpose of the game? How so? How to play single player. Yeah, sure. Give me all the cookies. Helldivers 2 is built around a community experience, but doesn't mean that you cannot play it single player. It can be quite daunting running around dangerous planets on your own with a horde of spiky alien creatures galloping after you, so we would recommend buddying up if possible. After all, going up against enemies alongside friends who are armed to the teeth. Okay, yeah. Just tell me how to play. You can play solo, but the game doesn't massively encourage it. Co-op games typically, but okay. I hate how articles are written to where they're just like written specifically for SEO stuff, and they just repeat the same thing over and over and over again. Just want to know if I can play by myself. To play solo, you need to start the game, go into options, then matchmaking privacy. Change it to friends only, launch the game without inviting any friends. It's unclear if the difficulty will be adjusted. Okay. So it looks like you can. It might just be really hard. Basically a co-op game by its core design. Taking out the co-op would be odd is all. But well, I agree with you, Draco, but if you're just somebody that doesn't have friends or doesn't have friends that play this game, it would be nice if you could just play it totally by yourself, but if you do have to have a squad, it would be cool if they were just AI bots. I think I'm probably going to wait for the game to go on sale. As soon as it goes on sale, then I'm going to buy it. Treepang is a horror game? Really? Dream Core. What is this? Dream Core is a body cam style psychological horror game based on the Liminal Spaces. Another Liminal Spaces game. Wonder if these games are... Oh wow, this literally looks like pools, doesn't it? Who copied who? Playing it solo would be kind of boring, in my opinion. I guess it just depends on the game. Like, I don't know how much of a story there is. I think there is like a campaign. That's mainly what I want to play it for. Is just like to play through the campaign. Atomic Heart is a horror game? Sometimes Steam, I just don't get their categorization of things. I would not call Atomic Heart a horror game. Anyone? Pine Harbor. Blood equals horror. Not 100% sure about the story myself. From what little I've seen, it looks like you can just randomly drop onto various planets and fight waves of enemies until you complete your objectives. Beyond that, I'm not sure how much of a narrative it has. Well, I will suck any little bit of narrative out of the game that it has, because I just want to play through Starship Troopers. Silent Rain. What is that? Challenging online co-op horror for 1 to 4 players. I'm out. Oh, that reminds me. 2 things, actually. I could have sworn that multiple people told me that Phasmophobia was out of early access. They lied. Phasmophobia is still in early access. But then I also could have sworn that they said that it has changed a lot, and I think I want to try and give Phasmophobia another shot, because I've tried it twice and I just couldn't get into it, but I really want to get into it. Apparently they are currently planning for a full release late 2024. However, this may change depending on features added and how the game will progress through early access. This game is not coming out. And look at all of those reviews. In my game development research that I've done, I've concluded that roughly 1 to 5% of the people that buy your game review your game. So that means that probably, let's say on the high end, 5% of people reviewed this game. So that means that this game has probably sold at least 20 times that number, which is 543 times 20. So this has probably sold about 11 million copies. That's insane. That is insane. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this is obviously, like, you can't really base any kind of strategy around a game like this, because there are just games like this that are complete phenomenons. Now you can like kind of put some conclusions together. Like this game came out at the height of the pandemic, where everyone was trapped inside, and this is a game that is specifically for co-op, you know, playing with your friends. Co-op is huge. And so this obviously just caught on. There also the streamer thing, you know, not only is co-op big, but then streaming horror games in general is big. And so getting 4 streamers together just helped it blow up as well. But again, like you just cannot base any kind of strategy off of how this game exploded and other similar games. You know, same thing with like, I can't ever remember the name of it, but the game that like everyone was playing during the pandemic, Among Us. That's kind of the same thing, right? Like that game just completely exploded in a phenomenon kind of way, and there's no real, like, that's not a repeatable success. You can't just like do what they did and succeed. And I'm not saying that to like sound petty or anything. Like, you know, it's awesome for them. It's amazing. But in the research that I've done, you can look at that and like you can learn some things from it, but you can't really take a lot from that and apply it to your own strategy. I think it was kind of first of its kind, which helped. There were a lot of rip-offs shortly after that tried to cash into, yeah. And you've got Lethal Company. Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that you can take away from all of this is that co-op games are just massive. Like, people want co-op games. Which is a little unfortunate for me because I really don't like co-op games very much. I don't know if I would ever really have a desire to make a co-op game. I wouldn't mind working on a co-op game. Like, you know, if I went to go and work for a company or something that was making a co-op game. But me personally, I have no desire to make a co-op game. You don't like co-op games because you have no friends? Same, Draco. Same. But you play Final Fantasy XIV, right? Do you have a group of friends that you play that with? No, I can't really use that excuse anymore because I have friends now. I have you guys. But I don't know. There's just something about co-op gaming. Like, there are times when I can get into it. Maybe the most fun I've had in co-op is with Resident Evil Outbreak. I absolutely loved playing that. And still really want to play more of that. But I still think I have to be kind of in the right mood. And like for me personally, I just get more enjoyment out of a solo experience with a game. Returnal, I know. I'm trying not to get my hopes up or anything, but it does look like it's a good possibility that game is coming soon. It was also just rated in Korea. Basically, every game that gets rated in Korea, like soon after, will get officially announced. You always believe in giving a choice to the player. Yeah. Last game I actually played with real life friends was Overwatch, and that was before COVID. I play Final Fantasy XIV for the main reason I still play. It is my guild mates. I don't know any of them outside of the game, but I still consider them friends. Yeah. Do you actually like chat with them? Like, do you get on a Discord and like actually talk with them, or is it just all in-game stuff? Yeah, Fraternal. I'm obviously very excited for Silksong, if and when it comes. It's all in game. We don't use much voice chat. There's something that is so interesting about that to me, and so cool in a lot of ways. It's like kind of like Ready Player One or something, you know, to where like you. I mean, I feel this way. This is weird because I feel like I have these really great relationships with everyone that I've met on Twitch and through Discord and things like that. But Draco, I'm gonna pick on you, and I don't mean this like in a bad way or anything. It's just it's weird to me sometimes that like I truly consider you a friend, Draco, but I have no idea what you look like. I don't know if you've ever told me how old you are. And I'm not saying this to say like you have to do any of this. I'm just saying it's just funny. Like I have no idea. I think you're a guy, but I don't even know for sure. Maybe you could be a girl. But that's what's so interesting about the internet and Twitch and Discord is like I have friends and I know so little about them in some ways. Fraternal's an 80-year-old woman. There you go. You kind of find voice chat distracting. I like having to not mute myself whenever I want to eat, drink, or say something. Don't want to hear them, or don't want them to hear. Yeah. No, I agree. I like this community because I consider us friends, even in a loose term. Yeah. My guildmates are the main reason I still play WoW. They are truly my friends, even though we've never met in real life. Yeah, that's so crazy. I don't know, man. The internet is weird, and the time that we live in is weird, but also awesome. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up here, guys. I'm going to try and keep these streams to roughly 2 hours. There will probably be times where I go longer, might be times where I go slightly shorter, but I really want to try and get into doing these. I think I'm going to try doing a schedule of... So we're going to keep the regular schedule during the day to do Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. But then I'm going to try and do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night streams. So really Saturday will be the only day that I don't stream. And then even then I may still do some streams on Saturday. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this tonight, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you guys so much for the gift subs and the donations. You guys are amazing. I started playing WoW with real friends, but now I don't think any of them still play. My Final Fantasy 14 friends are closer friends to me than anyone I know IRL at the moment. COVID kind of ruined a few friendships I did have, sadly, for various reasons, but the internet is a good place to have connections. I agree. Yeah, my pleasure, guys. Thank you all so much. I really want to get... I've been so out of raiding people, and I really want to get back into the practice of raiding people. Let me see if there's anyone that I know or that would be a good raid for us tonight. Or do you guys have any recommendations for people to raid? We could raid Nat Baka. That's someone that I know through Gamedev. Cider Spider. I don't know if I know who Cider Spider is. Oh wait, Draco, I think I followed them because of you. I think you told me about them. He's a Final Fantasy 14 streamer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I rated I know of them specifically because of you. Let's raid Natbaka. I gotta remember how to do this. Raid Natbaka. Uh-oh, we encountered an Expected error. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Okay, I think it's working now. Okay. I'm going to give her a raid. Thank you guys again so much. I'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Time. We'll play more Baldur's Gate 3. And then I'll be back on Friday night. We'll play something else. Until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.